Maybe. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's try again. New game to the main story. Normal difficulty is perfectly fine. I'm gonna create our character. Maybe. Ah, there we go. And I think this isn't the worst image to use for our first character, which is going to be Aleister. He doesn't really use a bow, but he'll have like magic scrolls and things, so this kind of works out for the class that I was thinking for him. I should look into downloading some more portraits that you can grab. Aleister is a human. Male? Male. A male human. He is quite thin. I would say that is alright. His hair color is... Sorry, his hairstyle. I honestly don't remember. It's kind of like that, really. Maybe it's more like this. And it's kind of like a white. One sec. I'm gonna have to get an image up of him. Let me see if I can find my character. Oh, it's kind of like a greeny color, and it's kind of like flicked up, so it's not a long hairstyle. Not like that. Kind of like that. Kind of like that, really. And it's like green, like a greeny white. I'm sure there's already green. Could be like black. I think black would be alright. Is this black? Yeah, that's kind of like more or less closest. Face styles. That would suit his face. Skin is pretty much white, or as pale can be. He does not have a beard. He is beardless. He is right-handed. Next. Okay, his class. This is where we're going to go into the Magus tree, because if we look at here, I'd like to go for Warlock, but sadly there is no Warlock, there is a Wizard. But Wizards don't have like a Warlock trait. But as a Magus, I don't know, kind of makes him look Warlocky. And get the Eldritch Scion. Unlike typical Magi, or Magi, Eldritch Scion do not study terms of magic or spend time learning to combine martial arts and magical skills. Rather, Eldritch Scions find that their spells and abilities come from them instinctively. You got the Magus. Magi spend much of their time traveling the world, learning whatever martial or arcane secrets they can find. They might spend months learning a new sword fighting style from a master warrior, while simultaneously moonlighting in a local library, poring through tomes of ancient lore. Most who take this path dabble in all sorts of lore, picking up anything that might aid them in their search for perfection. I heard like Eldritch Scion is the closest one. So you get a bloodline. Magus proficiencies, which allows you to proficient with all simple and martial weapons. Proficient with light armor, which makes sense. Can cast Magus spells while wearing light armor without incurring normal arcane spell failure. Like any other arcane spellcaster, a Magus wearing medium, heavy, or shield incurs a chance of arcane failure. A multi-class Magus technique has a normal arcane spell failure. Could detect magic. That's cool. Aleister has detect magic, like just freely can detect it with his spell. Or this is invocation. Kinda like this. Spell combat. At first level, our Magus learns to cast spells and wield his weapons at the same time. This functions like a two-weapon fighting, but the offhand weapon is a spell that is being cast. To use this ability, the Magus must have one hand free whilst wielding a light or one-handed melee weapon in the other hand. As a full round action, he can make all of his attacks with his melee weapon at -2 penalty, and it can cast any spell from the Magus spell list with a casting time of 1 standard action. Basically, this allows us to stab people with something and cast spells. Get the Eldritch Pool. At first level, the Magus gains a reservoir of mystical arcane energy that he can draw upon to fuel his powers, and it enhances his weapon. See, like, we have Eldritch Blast. This seems pretty good. Is this the same as this, though? Do you get, like, the Eldritch? I don't think you get an Arcane Pool. And you get Spell Combat. And you get the Eldritch Pool rather than the Arcane Pool. You also get bonus Magus feats. The Magus Arcana. Yeah, we get these like cool, starting at 3rd level, the Magus gains 1 Magus Arcana. Yeah, that's kind of like Invocation. This seems to be the closest class, so I'm gonna have to go with this. I think this seems pretty good. Mega can cast a number of cantrips or 0-level spells. These spells are cast like any other spell but are not expanded, so we get cool cantrips as well. Alright, well this is going to be our first character, Aleister. His clothes are blue. I think they're just all blue. Blue and white. Look like a white. There we go. Like a darker blue. Yeah, he's wearing like a really dark blue. With white bits everywhere. I could be an archer. Cool. Alright, next. What's our bloodline? We have no, we don't have any of these bloodlines. We have the actually, what bloodline did I choose? I think it was the an infernal based bloodline within D&D. Wasn't arcane. Might have been abyssal. No, I think the one in the same within D&D. Generations ago, a demon spread its filth into your heritage. While it does not manifest in all of your kin, for you it is particularly strong. You might sometimes have urges to chaos or evil, but your destiny and alignment is up to you. While some would say that you are possessed, you know better. The demonic influence in your blood grows as you gain power, a bonus fee of the abyssal bloodline. Argument, summoning, bull rush, cleave and power spell, greater fortitude, power attack, skill, focus, law, religion, and sunder armor. The infernal bloodline. A relative made a deal with the devil, and that pact has influenced your family line ever since. In you, it manifests in direct and obvious ways, granting you powers and abilities. While your fate is still your own, you can't help but wonder if your ultimate reward is bound to the pit. You can draw upon the power of hell. Although you must be wary of its corrupting influence, such power does not come without a price. Bonus feats of the Infernal Bloodline. You get Blind Fight, Combat Expertise, Deceitful, Disarm, Extend Spell, Iron Will, and Focus. So basically it allows us to learn those spells. Got Serpentine and the Undead Bloodline. That sounds kind of cool. Perhaps one of your ancestors became a powerful lich or a vampire. Maybe we should make Mordecai instead. Or maybe you were born dead before suddenly returning to life. Either way, the forces of death move through you and touch your every action. You can call upon the foul powers of the afterlife. Unfortunately, the more you draw upon them, the closer you become to joining them. So you get combat casting, great fortitude, iron will, skill focus, law, religion, spell focus, greater spell focus, toughness, and die hard. Tough choices. You get rush, cleave, and power spell, great fortitude, power attack, and skill focus. Or you get blind fighting, combat expertise, deceitful, disarm, extend will. I feel like the abyssal bloodline, because I don't know what I took was the crazy skill tree, but I don't think either of these have those. None of these kind of relate to the this is arcane. Your family has always been skilled in the eldritch arts of magic, while many of your relatives were accomplished wizards. Your powers develop without the need for study and practice. Magic comes naturally to you, but as you gain levels, you must take care to prevent the power from overwhelming you. Bonus feat of the arcane bloodline. Get combat casting, improved initiative, iron will, the reach spell, skill focus, knowledge arcana, spell focus, greater spell focus, and spell pen. I like that Celestial and Feyre. Yeah, they are two different ones. There's like a bunch of Draconic bloodlines, which is cool. Elemental bloodlines. I feel like just going arcane bloodline would be the possible closest. Though I don't know, Abyssal is also pretty close. Whoa, that changes a lot of stuff. And grow claws. Whoa. Whenever you cast a spell of the summoning sub-score, the creature's summon gain damage resistance good equal to half your sorcerer level. But we're not a sorcerer. Ooh. Oh wait, no, sorcerer level is like your spell level. At first level you can grow claws as a free action. And scratch people. Demon resistance. What about arcane? At first level you can form a powerful bond with an object or a creature. This bond can take one of two forms, a familiar or a bonded object. That's pretty close to what we can do with our pet. Okay, whenever you apply a meta magic feat to a spell that increases the slot used by at least one level, increase the spell DC by 1. Oh. Choose any knowledge skill to add. Oh wow, that's nice. Combat casting. At 3rd level you get a +2 bonus on concentration checks made to cast a spell or use a spell-like ability. At 4th level your concentration check is increased to 3, and at 15 it is increased to 4, and at 20 it is replaced by Arcane Apotheosis. Your body surges with arcane power. All your concentration checks made to cast a spell or use a spell ability are automatically wild successes. Wow. Get invisibility, get dispel magic, dimension door, break enchantment, true seeing, banishment, school power. Pick one school of magic. The DC for any spell you cast from a school is increased by 2. This bonus stacks with the bonus granted by spell focus. Wow. Power word stun. Clashing rock. Looks like we get magic missiles as well. Alright, what does the Infernal Bloodline do then? Corrupting touch. Infernal Bloodline Arcana. Gives you like fire spells. Grave touch. Undead Bloodline Arcana. Gain the law bonus skill. I forgot what it said. One sec. Come off here. Cast skill, is it? For religion. Death's Gift. At 3rd level you gain cold resistance and damage resistance to magic. At 9th level your resistance to cold is increased to 10 and your damage resistance is increased to 10. By magic. Or divided by magic. Court Sphere. False Life. Vampiric Touch. Grasp the Dead. Animate Dead. Yeah, this is more useful for different character. I feel like Arcane, because at least we get the Arcane bond with an animal or some sort. Next, let's go with our skills. So, Charisma is recommended. That boosts up our Magus. I think these are our spells, so we can have 2 level 1 spells, or like spell slots even. That seems to only cap out to 2. Doesn't seem like we can get any higher. It also recommends we boost our dexterity. We can use this to get that higher as well. Get straight to 20. I don't know if this actually does much, if it even helps the spell attack. Charisma reflects a character's personality, personal magnetism, and their ability to lead and their appearance. It's the most important ability for paladins, sorcerers, and bards. It's also important for clerics since it affects their ability to channel energy. For undead creatures, charisma is a measure of their unnatural life force. Every creature has a charisma score. If a charisma falls to 0, the character loses consciousness. Allows you to use magic devices, influence others, channel energy DC for clerics and paladins with intention to harm undead foes. Bards, paladins, and sorcerers gain a number of bonus spells based on their charisma. The minimum charisma needed to cast a bard, paladin, or sorcerer spell is 10 plus the level. Well, if I get his sheet up, I can just copy the actual sheet for the most part, probably. Let's see what we can accomplish. Let's see if we, when it loads up, can copy our sheet over. So Dex is at 14, which it is right there. Constitution is at 16, don't know how likely that's going to be a possibility. Talents is at 12. This is at 14. And then I need due to leveling up has charisma being put to 20. But I'm gonna have to change this, I feel. We don't really need wisdom. At least in this game, I don't think. Don't think it affects us much. Let's Go for clerics and druids. Monks and rangers as well. Let's go for perception. We can have it low. You don't need it to be maxed out. That can go there. We have 1 point left. I don't think it matters too much where I put this. I can't put it here because this costs too many points now. So this should realistically be at 16 and then plus 2. I think his intelligence is only at 12. I can't make this 14. Give me that 15. Or I can make this 19. I think when it's 19 later on we can boost it by 1 when we level up. I can't remember. Which isn't the worst from the looks of it. Kinda wanna put that to 16. There you go. That'll make us harder to hit then. Where's our AC? Or is it no one? Does this increase health? No, we've got to put more points into Constitution for that. Increases hit points, so its ability is good for every class. Undead and constructs don't have the Constitution. Oh, it's gone. It's plus 0. If it falls to 0, they die. Okay, fair enough. I think it could be on 12 for now. Can't boost this any higher. Plus, I guess if we're using like a dagger or a short sword or something, we'd want high dex. Guess we can put it here. Got the extra point, why not? Okay, then we get these, which you don't get in D&D, but it's kind of like similar to proficiencies, but it's not the same. It's kind of the same, to be fair. Each one's different though. I get to choose 4 points and I can put them into 1. The higher your intelligence, so if I did this, we get extra points for every extra intelligence you have. One set, like this. No? 12 does it. Oh no, we get 4, but maybe it's like every... Oh. I thought you'd get more. Oh, okay, it's every extra, every 4 then. Maybe. I don't know, it's been changed. Let's try not to have any negatives. Right, boost our constitution, giving us hit points. I wonder what the base hit dice is. Guess it's 9 for this class. It's 10 in D&D. Just fair enough. I think this is our... Oh no, here's our AC, so yeah, 13. That's found it all. It's all down here. You also get like different armor classes. Like you get a touch armor class. You get flat-footed, which means if you're like being flanked, and then you don't get your dex bonus to your armor class. Get your movement speed, got fortitude, reflexes, and will saving throws. So in this, you only get 3 saving throws. They just kind of class a bunch of them under each one. Alright, so I think we're gonna go with persuasion, knowledges, and then he's not much of an affect person, so I think use magic devices. Fair enough. And it gives us the ability to activate magic items if you're not otherwise trained in their use. Your character's use magic device skills enables you to activate wands and scrolls that you would normally be unable to use, equip magic items that you would normally be prohibited from equipping, and avoid the negative consequences of using dangerous magical and cursed items, which is quite useful. So currently at level 1, we can only put 1 point everything. Then we get like +8 bonuses, but as you level up you can put more points in. You'll get basically the same amount every time, so you can just keep leveling up the same ones, which is really nice. We have this ability point. What did I put it? Intelligence? Wisdom? I don't remember. Constitution? I don't remember. I can go into Constitution. I want to get that up as high as I can get it. Wisdom's fine to leave without. Okay, next. Which gives us our abilities. Alright, so we get 2 feats. Because we get an extra 1 for being a human. So these are the ones it recommends with the thumbs up, by the way. So point blank shot, we get a +1 on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons with up to 30 feet. Not sure I want to use a ranged weapon though. Weapon finesse, with a light weapon, elven, curved blade, a stock or rapier made for a creature of your size category, you may use your dexterity modifier instead of your strength modifier on attack rolls, which sounds pretty good. Means we can use our dexterity. Otherwise, we're going to be a little buggered when we can't use our dexterity. If we're using our base +0 of strength. Yeah, we want combat casting as well. Because I don't tend to use a bow. But I think it just says ranged weapons. I can't remember. It might be combat casting actually. That's cool. The arcane pull is increased by 2. Nice. Oh, we can stack that. Nice. It's kind of cool. Spell pen, we don't really need to. Don't need any of this. And then we've already got these ones. But if I go to show unavailable and scroll down. So, oh, there's loads. So many. So many. There's one which requires. So a bunch of these require previous skills. Like deadly aim. You can choose to take a -1 penalty on all range attack rolls to gain a +2 bonus on all range damage rolls. Maybe it's not that one. extra stuff. I don't know. Let's just hide these for now. It seems to be really complicated. Arcane Strike. Spending a swift action each round, you can imbue your weapons with a fraction of your power. For one round, your weapon deals extra 1 damage and are treated as magic for the purpose of overcoming damage reduction. For every 5 caster levels you possess, this bonus increases by 1 to a maximum of +5 at 20 level. Wow, cool. That might be good to get later on. But I think we want to get combat casting. Which means when we cast spells, we don't get like penalties to them. If we're in melee combat, pretty much. It says ranged weapons, but I can't remember. But I feel like ranged spells considers as a ranged weapon in this game. Dodge is a good one, gives us +1 armor class. Cool. Now we get our arcane bond. Dog, duck. So we can get a cat, a centipede, a chicken, a dog, a hare, a jaboa, a lizard, a monkey, a rabbit, a rat, a tarantula, or a viper. Sadly we can't get a pseudo dragon. What would be closer to a dragon? I guess a lizard. Gives us +1 to natural armor and +2 bonus to perception. Sounds good to me. Give me a lizard. Then we get our bloodline cast skill, which can give us knowledge of world, lore. Sorry, lore nature or lore religion. I don't know what that means. I think we chose this earlier though. Oh no, we can choose lore religion and then world, but we already put a point into world. Wouldn't really be nature. Guess it'd be, I don't know, religion maybe? I don't know what that means. This is an additional class skill from the arcane bloodline. But I don't know what it means by class skill, because these are the class skills, but I don't see anything happening over here, so... And we've already got a point, we've already got world, well we've chosen world already. So would that mean we get extra bonus points to world? Apologies. I guess to mix it up we'll go with religion. I don't know. Fuck it, I'm gonna go with world. Just so it happens. Now we get to choose our spells. There's quite a lot to choose from. 2. Burning Hands, Colour Spray, Corrosive, Enlarged Person, Flare, Grease, Ray, Reduced Person, Shield, Shot Grasp. The Touch Range. Since we're walking up to people, that sounds like a good first spell to get. Snowball, Stone Fist, True Strike. You gain temporary intuitive insight into the immediate future during your next attack. Your next single attack roll, if it is made before the end of the next round, gains +20 insight bonus. Additionally, you're not affected by the mischance that applies to attackers trying to strike against a target. Can vanish. Shield creates an invisible shield that force that hovers in front of you. The disc also provides a +4 shield bonus to armor class. Corrosive touch. Your successful melee touch attack deals 1d4 point of acid damage per level. And we get shocking, which does 1d6 points of electric damage per level. Oh, change that on. Corrosive touch and shocking grasp. Within touch range and within touch range. This is a creature, I could target an ally. Oh, that seems pretty good to me. Next. He is...
Let us bide our time.
Definitely not ready.
I'm always ready.
I'm always ready.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
All this waiting bores me.
The path is clear.
I think reserved
This is my path.
is...
Our time has come.
Okay.
So many thoughts. So little time. Burn. Slice. Behead.
That is what a kind of nutshell.
Spell's not working like that.
Time's not waiting. A solid plan.
I think reserved is fair enough.
I have no need for this. Defeat is not an option. Forwards!
Everyone counts on me.
Ah, yeah. Definitely. Alright, let's have a random birthday. It can be the 15th, 19th of Serenith, the 6th month. There we go. Then we can put Aleister. Oh, my caps lock is on. That would be why that happened. Aleister. He is more towards what did I align him as? If I even put it down. Oh, I put it as a lawful evil character. Which kind of makes sense. As long as it benefits him. For the most part. And his family. I guess that makes sense.
My skills exceed yours.
Ta-da. Look at the stuff we get. Complete.